Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, the goal tonight is clear. Figuring out a way to solidify some momentum. Coming into this game, they've struggled. Just 2-8 over their last 10. Well, without a doubt, the best thing to happen to the Lakers this offseason was jumping up in the lottery to land the number 2 overall pick, which they used. Kenny, how much does this help the Lakers?
Well, years ago, the Lakers had to go small, had a big with Vlade Divac, and went with a guy named Kobe Bryant. And they're hoping that they can have this similar type success by going small with D'Angelo Russell.
It's a very good compliment to the team, you know. They already have a lot of guards on the roster. I'm surprised they didn't pick Okafor at number 2. I'd like to see the inside, outside that the Lakers are used to, especially when it comes to winning championships. Hopefully he can fit in.
That's it for us for now, but we'll have much more later.
And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 7, Larry Nance. At center, standing 7'2", number 17, Roy Hibbert. At guard was number 24, 6'6" from Lowenberry High School, Kobe Bryant. At point guard, standing 6'5", number 6, Jordan Clarkson. At the other guard position, standing 6'1", number 23, Lou Williams. Your home team head coach is Byron.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Lakers are enjoying this break from the road, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Mbah a Moute in at the 3 spot. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at it last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act and number 1 in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, and it's not just a flash for the Clippers on offense. You talked about their efficiency on the offensive end. Led the league in points scored per 100 possessions at 109.8.
And you know, the Clippers were near the top of the league in most other offensive efficiency categories as well. Second in the league in field goal percentage, second in points per game at almost 107 per. That was a high-octane offensive group.
And it's been well documented. The Clippers had problems with free throw shooting. I mean, mostly due to their bigs. Actually had 3 perimeter players who shot over 90% on the season. But you can forgive their free throw struggles as a team given how great they were everywhere else.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
The baseline J. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Paul.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Frank.
Clarkson dishes to Nance. Pass to Clarkson. Outside Bryant. The 17-footer goes down.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Redick against Williams. Here's Griffin. All alone. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
And Bryant kicks to Nance. He dishes it to Clarkson. Outside Williams. The feed to Bryant. Beyond the arc. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Bryant's got 5 points so far. The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Griffin against Nance. And Griffin, here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Both free throws good from Griffin. And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
Jordan the screen. Paul passes to Redick. And it's Jordan to top the key. And Mbah a Moute kicks to Redick. 5 on the clock. Shoots from the line. Shot no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Redick against Williams. Picked by Griffin. And Redick kicks to Griffin. He takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Clippers leading by 3. And Mbah a Moute kicks to Jordan. Redick against Williams. Picked by Griffin. Here's Redick. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. It's Williams with the drive. Count that one.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Redick, following the miss by Lewis Williams. Here's Griffin. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court. Assists, 10th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And, you know, you mentioned it. He does a great job running the offense, spotting the open man, and making the easy delivery.
Lakers trail by 7.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Redick following the bucket by the Lakers. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
Now here's Redick following the shot by Roy Hibbert. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Shoots from the right block, and it's off the back rim. No good. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground. Even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And Hibbert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Big good substitution here for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Julius Randle comes in for Nance. Nick Young's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. And then for the Clippers, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Mbah a Moute. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. Crawford's shot is good. Last season, DeAndre Jordan was as efficient as it gets on offense. A dunking machine, we know for sure. His defense is maybe the best individually at the rim in the league. He covers a lot of areas.
He does. And Jordan did have almost all of his points come right at the rim. And you talked about that efficiency. How about 79% field goal percentage?
So it's the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. Crawford outside. Jordan the screen. Crawford against Young. Crawford drives in. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Picked by Randle. They set the screen. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg. They've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Crawford following the basket by Julius Randle. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, the role for Rivers last season was that of a bench scorer. I mean, not sure if he'll ever be a starter, but he can be a part of a winning basketball team with his skill set.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Rivers hits both of them.
And with the trade last season, Rivers became the first son ever to play for his father. His dad, of course, being Doc Rivers.
Now, here is Young. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. Russell kicks to Randall. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Smith sets the pick for Rivers. Here's Griffin, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He's already got 12 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. Early on, already making a huge difference for him.
And setting a great example for the rest of the team. That's what we call leadership.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Blake Griffin hits them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg. That's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Now, here is Russell. He had 19 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Johnson against Russell. Johnson dishes to Rivers. Smith up top. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Johnson attacking. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers trail by 7. Young with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. They set the pick. Kicks it to Randall. And the rejection by Smith. Crawford outside. Russell against Rivers. Puts up the baby hook. The rebound by Sacre. Russell passes to Young. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Young. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The pass to Huertas. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 6. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career. You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he said, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
They've got Young. Roy Hibbert is out there with Randall. Then it's Russell. And it's Clarkson in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Hibbert. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Just 4 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Rivers. Dishes to Redick. Launches it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
J.J. Redick.
Yeah, because of Blake Griffin, the Clippers certainly known for their big dunks, he and DeAndre Jordan. But they can hurt you from long range, too. A lot of three-point threats on this team. And last year, they were 3rd in the league in three-point percentage.
Here's Clarkson after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. To the middle. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Hibbert.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Redick. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Shoots, and it's the Clippers scoring again. For the Clippers, it's been a bit of a trend for them. They've been relying on the 3-ball more and more the last couple of years.
And last season marked the 3rd straight year where the Clippers set a franchise record in threes. Also had a franchise record set for an individual as Redick hit 200 threes for the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, go Laker Girls!
The 2K leaderboard in about the last 10 games in the NBA. During that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Larry Nance has checked in for Julius Randle. Bryant comes in for Young. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. The Clippers also changing it up. Mbah a Moute's checked in for Smith. And it's Paul in for Austin Rivers. And Redick kicks to Mbah a Moute. Feeds it to Redick. Jordan the screen. And the 3 off target.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now Nance following Chris Paul's 3-point attempt. 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. 10th in second chance points. 11th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. When you can be in that company you're giving yourself a chance to be a winning team.
And looking again at those second chance points, they might not be the best in that area, but it is still, I think, to their advantage in terms of the outcome of some games.
Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. Paul dishes to Jordan. It's stolen by Nance. Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Redick. Nance, no good.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now, here's Paul. He had 13 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. Kobe with the steal. Clarkson with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
J.J. Redick.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Bryant. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Special K, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
He passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title.
Kobe
John
Bryant.
mind having him pass him up for that
number
one.
two.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that's
yeah.
right. Most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
And, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And guys, a final thought on Kobe. I mean, all the players on that list were heavily leaned on for scoring. I take any of the top guys on that list over someone who's afraid to shoot the ball when their number's called.
Now here's Griffin. He had 34 points in the win against Detroit. Second chance shot, and Hibbert with the block. Williams passes to Hibbert. Back to Williams. There's the 3, and the shot is good. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Picked by Griffin. The drive by Paul. Misfires after coming off the pick.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Williams gets to Clarkson. Expanding his range. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, this is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here.
Now, here's Redick. 11 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Griffin. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Griffin scores. The assist from Redick. 16 points for Blake Griffin. Lakers trail by 6.
Timeout call for the Lakers. Ladies and gentlemen, yo, Laker girls!
His last 10 games, averaging about 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. Crawford with the steal. The 10-footer. Here's Griffin. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
Kobe with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. That's good. Larry Nance. Nance has got his second bucket of the night.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing.
And the call will be against Robert Sacre. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. And for the Lakers against the rest of the West last year, they only went 9-43, Greg, in their own conference matches.
And never a good sign when less than half of your wins come against your own conference. The Lakers know they have a long road ahead of them to get back to their years of Western Conference dominance.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
And he's good on the second.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
On the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career. Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line, and that's a must-do when you're down.
Sacre hits them both.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sacre with the block. Paul left side. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, out with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Here's Huertas following the score by Jamal Crawford. Huertas passes to Sacre. Not as good in the Los Angeles league. Cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kobe.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Huertas passes to Sacre. Baseline try. The shot by Bryant, no good. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Paul dishes to Griffin. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Griffin's got 20.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Bryant lays it up and takes it in.
His 3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's Paul. They get it back. The second chance effort. Shot's good from Mbah a Moute.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Williams, that's good.
And he came off that screen, and then he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and he gets the bucket. Lakers trail by 3.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here.
Ryan against Johnson. Now Kobe. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 3. And time out to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah a Moute in at the small forward position. The putback and the dunk by Jordan. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up, guys, putback slams. That's not the kind of play that can build confidence.
Now here's Hibbert. Here's Clarkson. The Clippers grab the miss. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And last season, the Lakers finished last in the Pacific Division once again. Second year in a row, they ended up at the bottom of the barrel.
The Lakers with the ball. They trail by 7. Clarkson kicks to Williams. And Bahamute against Kobe. From 12 feet out. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
Now here's Paul. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And he banks in the lane.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Lakers trail by 6. With Kobe and his competitiveness, it is something that he's coped with. He said it took him a while in the league, Clark, to realize that everyone loves basketball as much as he does.
Yeah, you know, even if you don't have the same kind of drive that has propelled Kobe all these years, I think you have to respect him for it. It shouldn't be a problem for potential free agents, in my opinion.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 22 points for Blake Griffin. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Nance passes to Williams. From 11 feet away, and there's another one for the Lakers. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Ball outside. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Illegal screen there, one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Nance. Young comes in for Bryant. And it's Russell in for Lou Williams. Now here's Randall. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Clarkson. 4 on the shot clock. Takes a big height pass and goes in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Pierce. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Smith. Offensive rebound, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Now here's Rivers after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Lakers trail by 6. Clarkson dishes to Young. Here's Clarkson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. The drive by Russell. He feeds it to Hibbert. And the shot is good. Hibbert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Here's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Lakers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Randall, a foul call as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Josh Smith. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft, suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him, and when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And it's Smith missing. Lakers trail by 5. Now the dish to Clarkson. 14 feet away. And the rejection by Smith. That's out of bounds. The Lakers will maintain possession here. Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for J.J. Redick. Picked by Randle. And here's Clarkson. Randle, a screen on Rivers. 5 to shoot. Sacre kicks to Russell. Young for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Elbow shot. A nice shot by Rivers. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Picked by Randle. Down low. It's deflected. And that one is stuck right through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Now, here's Clarkson for the lead. Randle, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Now here's Crawford. 6 points for him to stop the run. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. But last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Both free throws good from Crawford. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second-chance points they've been able to get.
And the basket good. And now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Pierce wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Pierce has got his second basket of the game. Here's Wirtz. He's guarded by Rivers. To end the run. It's good, and the Clipper leaders get down to just 3 in the basket from Young.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Rivers passes to Pierce. Hands it from downtown. Pierce has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Passes it to Sacre. Crawford with the steal. .102 left in the third. Sacre with the block. Wirtz passes to Russell. Lakers passing it around. No one near Randall as he lets it go. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Clippers leading by 4. Crawford outside. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pierce. A rebound by the Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Count that one.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Rivers dishes to Crawford. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Young with the ball. For the tie. Shot is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Clippers in the lead. Lewis Williams out there with Clarkson. And there's Bryant. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Nance in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here is Mbah a Moute, and it's denied. Reddick against Bryant. Williams kicks to Clarkson. To the paint. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. The shot misses. Clippers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
Blocking foul called on Kobe Bryant. That's his second personal foul.
Josh Smith who's checked in for Los Angeles.
Clippers substitution. Josh Smith.
Los Angeles on D. A 2-point game. And that is good. Mbah a Moute has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Kobe kicks to Nance. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closely. Shoots the 3. The shot's good from Nance.
A pretty free from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The feed now to Redick. Smith sets the pick for Redick. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. Ball against Kobe. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Got a piece of it to take the lead, and Griffin sends it back. Now here's Paul. He kicks it to Griffin. The pass to Smith. Sinks the 15-footer.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Here is Bryant, following the score by Josh Smith. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And so here are the Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The drive-by call. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Paul.
Assist goes to
Paul's got assist number 8 now on the night. Lakers trail by 5.
Timeout call for the Lakers. Ladies and gentlemen, Laker girls!
For an update.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. Now, here's Clarkson. Hibbert with the screen. Clarkson passes to Kobe. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Nance has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Screen by Smith. Redick inside the line, and that one hits back iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Paul. Outside Griffin. Screen by Smith. Redick against Williams. Redick dishes to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to Kobe to take the lead. It's blocked. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Redick passes to Smith. Kobe with the steal. Clarkson with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Nance's screen on Paul. Clarkson kicks to Hibbert. Off the screen. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Taken away by Williams. And they cash in right away with the coach's
Just his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Clarkson. Ryan in the post. He's against Mbamute. Kobe, no good.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Here's Smith. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Dishes it to Kobe. Hibbert with the screen. Over in the corner, Williams. No one near him. Bullseye. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Redick with the bucket.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First free throw is good. Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Griffin.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
Nance, that's good.
That's a three.
It's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist with that last one here tonight. Paul against Russell. Mbamute is screen on Russell. Paul gets to Mbamute. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, the head athletic trainer for the Clippers provided some information for us. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
Now here's Williams. He dishes it to Kobe. 6 to shoot. That one wide left.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Right side, Griffin. Feeds it to Redick. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And now a 9-point Clipper lead. Time running out for the Lakers. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Hibbert with a screen on Redick. Redick against Williams. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Free throw no good for Williams. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Chris Paul.
Austin Rivers.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
And the Clippers making a change here. Paul's checked in. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead's cut to just 7 on the basket from Kobe. Clippers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Paul kicks to Griffin. Baseline jumper, and the shot is good. Griffin's got 28.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
All right, 7 Lucas coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
And Mbah-a-Moute against Kobe. 1:21 left in the fourth. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Clippers leading by 7. Here's Paul. Pass to Reddick. Griffin dishes the ball. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Bryant against Mbah-a-Moute. Russell passes to Bryant. Inside. And Hibbert with the basket on the assist by Bryant.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
To the inside. It's tipped. Reddick. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And how about the bounce pass? They are being used to perfection.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Griffin kicks to Jordan, and he gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Randall dishes to Young. From the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And here's Rivers. So the Clippers with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, how does a win like this help propel the team at this point in the schedule?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
It was a pretty good start, Chris. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Is there anyone in the NBA who's more straight up scary than Blake Griffin? I don't think so. Big, strong, powerful, with the skills to match that athleticism. If you're a defender in the post and you see Blake Griffin coming down the lane, the only thing you think is, uh-oh, the man is just a beast.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, man. Go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.